And now here it is. Our fourth coronavirus drive. As long as I'm in the area, may as well check out this place. Well, not much happening back there, so we're going. I guess due to the virus, the trains aren't running as they used to be. And probably not very much happening here either. Still don't see any bubbles. Then again, is Barry's place considered as an essential business? I guess not as yet. Nope. Nothing bubbling up yet. I guess bubbles are not essential. To me, they are. I get out and show you around, but nothing's happening. Yep, there's Maxine's place over there somewhere. Well, her door might be open. Maybe Maxine's there. And up here is the record shop, which I can't... I already passed it. No, they're still closed. There's an open sign in the window, but I think it's there from before. I don't think they're open. But I can still sell my teeth. Now the wine bin's open, but then again, they're essential. And again, the Clampett house. So, in that case, I guess I'll try and conjure up another destination. After all, it's been 2 months since I was last out. As I said before, the roads might be less busy now during this virus thing, but the remaining traffic can be very reckless. Guess I'll continue west and see what pops up. And distant mountains are coming into view. I wish I could take a ride into the mountains. I want to get approaching the Frederick area. But yeah, pit stop time already. I gotta gas up the car and myself. And again, parking spaces with my name on them. I guess I'll claim one. Yep. And back on the road and passing through downtown Frederick. Yeah, there's some folks out here. Of course, they're all masked. Back in the day, if you wore a mask into a store, they think you're up to something. Have things changed? This is old US 15 here. And my first time departing Frederick on it. We'll be on the modern day route very soon. So even during this virus thing, there's stuff on the road I haven't used before. Now departing Frederick, we'll be on the modern day route pretty soon. The contemporary route. And even along here, some cool old stuff to look at. When was that last used? Or is it still being used? And up here onto the modern day US 15 northbound. And now we're northbound on Maryland Route 194. Been this way before, but been a while. But once again, not a bad day out there, except for the coronavirus. and some semi-nice scenery. Yep, our destinations. Approaching a crossing of sorts here, the Maryland Midland Railway, which still operates. I've ridden it myself, that direction. But no more excursions. Anyway, passing through New Midway. We still got farms, but no way to get the food from the farm to the store. The distribution chain is messing up. There's plenty of food, but they can't get it to us. And this is Ladiesburg. Yep, I wouldn't make that up. And already departing it. A good intent road. Wonder how true that is. Another crossing of the same line. Or could this be a different line? Nah, same one, just curving around. Actually, back there was one of the Western Maryland Railway lines around here that connects to the one we crossed originally. It's been a while for me, so I'm messing up too. Our next point of consequence will be Taneytown. Oh, a house I can afford. Oh, it's in good shape too, alright. Nice farms, but a shame that the supply chain is messed up a bit due to this COVID-19 thing. COVID-19. What happened to the first 18? And apparently now approaching Taneytown. Up at his MD 140. I've taken over many an Odyssey over that route. But I'll go a bit further north on this road and try to find Fred Gwynn's former residence. Yep, I'll try and find the former Munster residence. Now approaching what I believe to be the proper road. Now to find the house. And again, the rail line we saw before, the Maryland Midland, but abandoned at this point. Nothing runs up there. And apparently he must have lived a ways down this road. All kinds of stuff along here. Wonder where he'd live. Nope, that can't be the Munster house there. But gotta be getting close now. Is it that one? Can't see the house number anywhere. Oh, it could be the Munsters back there. I'll go a little bit further down just to make sure. Now going back the way I came. Apparently the house I showed you was Fred Gwynn's former house. Even looking like the Munsters would have lived there. And there it is up on the right. Fred Gwynn's former residence. Not too fancy. I guess he kept a low profile. And now back the way we came, obviously. And again, passing beneath the former Maryland Midland line, originally a former Penn line. And then heading back south on 194. And back in Taneytown. Then back at Route 140, where I'll turn left and head back east. And up here again, the Maryland Midland Railway. But to the north, to the left, it becomes abandoned, as I showed you. Don't go much further. And about a block down the road is the former station. They moved it to right there. But there are some folks out enjoying the day. Today is day 2 of some restrictions here in Maryland being relaxed. You can have some outdoor activity, some limited outdoor activity, but not a whole heck of a lot yet. And of course, gotta keep your 6 feet apart. And up ahead, my favorite thing, a traffic circle. I just love going in circles. Just like a NASCAR driver. The NASCAR drivers only make left turns, if you ever noticed. Now passing through Westminster, on our way back east. And apparently traffic's picked up a bit, oddly enough. And now we're south on Interstate 795. Almost back to our part of the world. And on the left, the northwesternmost point of Baltimore's metro system. Subway, whatever. But are they running? I think they are, but it's an irregular schedule that they're using. The traffic's picked up for sure, and most folks in the left lane are speeding. With fewer cops to pull them over, they're taking advantage of the situation. And now back on Baltimore's Beltway, where folks are still taking advantage of a situation. Limit's 55. Average speed of traffic is 70. I know, I once clocked them. You have posted at 55, but the traffic average is at 70. Well, with no cops to pull people over, what do you expect? Lawlessness. I guess the COVID-19 virus affects the part of people's brains that controls judgment. What else can I say? And if you're from New York and New Jersey, you got to quarantine for 14 days. Yep. I wish these jerks would quarantine themselves. Yep, they're still speeding. Ditto. Yep, and more of the same. What can I say? And they're flying around. Well, as I said, with no cops to pull people over, hey, opportunity knocks. That one says, save lives, stay home. Essential travel only. But is a day Odyssey considered essential travel? For some of us. There's still too many idiots on the road, though. Way too many. lot anyway. Back in our part of the world. And as per usual, back here in the hood. Complete with distant barking dogs. But between the coronavirus and the way folks drive on the road, I'm not sure when I'll be out again. Getting a bit frightening to get out there. Plus, gotta get my front brakes checked out, making a bit of a noise. But anyway, once again, as per usual, thank you very much for the privilege of your time. And I'll try to make the next one a bit more worthwhile than this one. But thanks for your support.